Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Let's go on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Kenneth Gaines, 2639-26129. Thank you.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Stephen Sharg on behalf of Mr. Gaines.
Thank you. Mr. Gaines, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Kenneth Gaines.
All right, thank you. And counsel, today is the date scheduled for the probable cause conference in these matters.
Yes, Your Honor, I had an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor as well as my client. At this time, we would like to waive the preliminary exam in this matter. Mr. Gaines has two cases there, Your Honor.
Yes.
And we'd like to waive the exam on both cases.
Okay, Mr. Gaines, you heard what your attorney stated on the record, correct?
Yes.
And sir, you do understand that you do have the right to have a preliminary examination. And then by waiving your right in where the prosecution has the burden of proof to show that a crime was committed and probable cause that he was to charge you with that crime. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
And you understand as well, sir, that by waiving your right to your preliminary examination, you will be bound over to circuit court for further proceedings on the charges in the complaint and warrant. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
And you have in fact received notice of the charges in the complaint and warrant. Is that correct?
Yes.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to waive your right to your preliminary examination, sir?
No.
Sorry, what's that?
I said no. No,
All
ma'am.
right, okay. Counsel, is there any objection to the court indicating via Zoom on both your signature line and your client's signature line?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, and counsel, what is your P number again, please?
43732.
Okay, thank you. Examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court for further proceedings. You are to appear in circuit court on May 28th at 9 o'clock in the morning on the charges in the complaint and warrant.
Judge, may I address the issue of bond just briefly?
Yes, just one moment, please. Are you, counsel, just so I'm aware and so I can place on the record, are you referring to the dollar amount or that you'd like to address, or bond conditions?
Bond conditions, Your Honor.
Okay, so the bond conditions are currently not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed, not to possess or have access to firearms or weapons, not to operate a motor vehicle, and required not to be released without a GPS father from the Wayne County Jail. And which condition would you like to address, counsel?
Judge, you said, I know the court had set bond in this matter, and Mr. Gaines had police contact last week, and he was detained because of that violating this condition. And he has been given a bond on that case. So respectfully, we're asking if the court could reinstate the bond with the same conditions. He has a doctor's appointment for a head injury he had from being shot in his head. There's bullets in his head right now, and he has the doctor's appointment in first week of June. So respectfully, we're asking if the court could reinstate those conditions and enforce that he cannot have any more violations.
Okay. So Mr. Gaines was initially arraigned in this court on April 21st on possession, delivery, manufacture, controlled substance, 3 charges of that, possession of controlled substance, which is 1 charge, fleeing, elude, 3rd degree, habitual 3rd. While he's out on bond, and that was while he was out on bond on a controlled substance delivery, manufacture, habitual 3rd. So counsel, there may be
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can take that. Yeah, that part. What's wrong with you, Peter?
The client was out on bond on the, let's see, he has a Wyandotte case.
You sure Peter? Peter? But you, nothing so.
You said that matter's been resolved, counsel. What's been resolved with that matter?
Which matter, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
The matter he was out on bond on.
That's pending. That's this case, an Allen Park case,
Oh, no.
or Lincoln Park. I'm sorry, it might be Lincoln Park.
6 o'clock. Yeah.
Put this in the Rose profile, please, that somehow got in here. Thank you.
Yeah. 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 He had 12. Oh, I don't think about it. No, oh, that guy?
Mr. Gaines, can you let whoever's outside the door let them know that they're interrupting the record, please?
I can't hear you.
Yes, please let the people outside your door, let them know that they are interrupting the record, and if they can please step away from the door. Thank you.
You. They said y'all too loud. They said they can't hear. Is y'all too loud? Y'all interrupting the court. All right.
That's Big Valley.
This one's taken. This is the judge. With the date and time, but it wouldn't let me print the form.
For what?
Out of felony. She has been different. You're Heather and Taylor as well, sir?
I got a personal bond in Taylor.
What's the charge in Taylor, sir?
I think it's DV from 2022 with my girlfriend that's on here on the thing. But we live together. The judge know that. They said come back on the 26th so it can be resolved. They know we live together and all that. We've been living together the whole time, so I don't know. I just found out about it in 26.
And sir, what's the, what are you on bond for? Is it Lincoln Park or Allen Park?
It's River Ridge, but you know the court system's all together.
Right, so 25th District Court, which, what are you on bond for, sir?
They gave me a personal bond. They said possession, a crumb, and a napkin. Something in a cart that wasn't mine.
Okay, so counsel, I have not heard anything that would, give me a basis to modify my bond that I've previously set with the bond conditions, given that your client, is on bond in another district court for a felony possession charge, has pending, it's previously failed to appear in the 23rd District Court in Taylor, and now, has, multiple possession charge, delivery, manufacture charges, and a fleeing and eluding charge that he's being bound over to circuit court on. So for those reasons, the court's going to deny your request to amend bond.
I never missed a court date.
So, yes, new counsel, I will certainly do that.
I couldn't hear you.
Judge, we were just trying to see if you would consider reinstating his tether. That's all.
If I would what?
Reinstate his tether condition. He had posted bond. The reason why he's locked up right now is because of of the condition that he violated, had police contact and it violated your condition of not picking up any new cases of any sort. So we were just asking if the court could reinstate the bond with the tether condition.
Okay, but he picked up new charges, so he violated the tether condition, so I'm not reinstating that, no.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Appreciate it. Next court date's May 28th, Your Honor.
Yes, Third Circuit Court.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, have a good day.
You too.
Have a good day, thank you. You're all set, Mr. Gaines, thank you, have a good day. Let's go on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Deshaun Coates, 26672 A and B.
And if I may, Arnett Ruber on behalf of the defendant.
Thank you. Bobby, can you please unmute? All right, Mr. Coates, your name for the record, please.
Sean Cole.
All right, thank you. And counsel, asked to be read.
Yes, Your Honor, we would stand with a formal reading. Defendant did execute an advice of rights that I went over with him.
All right, the court will waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. Schedule this matter for pretrial.
You know what?
June 3rd at 8:45.
June 3rd, 8:45 a.m. As to bond counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, he is on disability, does live in the city of Detroit. These are non-assault crimes in nature. We would have to the court consider a personal bond.
Okay, and so, sir, how long have you been receiving disability?
August of last year.
Who do you reside with, sir, at your home?
And I'm kind of homeless right now, so I'll be sleeping in the car and stuff like that. Like trying to get an apartment, but they denied me. So
Are you out on bond in any other jurisdiction, sir?
no,
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
there's no probation.
You're on probation?
Yes,
Out of which court, sir?
Wayne County.
And what charge are you on probation for?
Possession of a pistol.
A gun charge?
Yes,
Okay. I'm also showing that you have 19 active warrants.
wow.
So I don't think that, that would be a good track record to making sure that your client's going to actually appear in court. Counsel?
It does look like there's a problem there.
Yes. Sir, if you were to test right now, what is in your system?
For me,
If you were to test right now, sir, what is in your system?
probably drugs.
Any specific drug?
Probably just cocaine.
And sir, what's the nature of your disability that you're receiving, disability benefits?
I'm showing my nature of it.
I'm sorry?
I'm not comprehending what you, disability, I got stents in the heart. I got, steel rods in both legs. They all messed up. Barely just stand for hours.
Okay. All right, sir. I'm fairly certain, I mean, I know I'm not in the medical field, but I'm fairly certain that crack cocaine is not beneficial for your stents that you need for your heart.
I know that, sir. I know that, ma'am. Are you on it?
Based upon, Mr. Coates', charges, the the numerous warrants that show a history and a willful intent to delay adjudication and not appear in court for matters, the court finds that a $750 cash bond is appropriate with the following bond conditions. Sir, in the event you post bond, you're not to operate a motor vehicle, you don't have a valid license.
I don't have any money I don't have any money to bond out.
Okay, well, in the event that you do, or your bond gets converted, you're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed, and you're not to be released without a GPS tether from the Wayne County Jail. Good luck to you, sir. Let's go on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Rashad Smith, 26671 A and B.
You want me to stand in for Mr. Goldpaw?
Oh, is that Mr. Gopaz?
Stand in.
Unless you want to go grab them.
Edward Holbrook, on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor, for regular purposes, we will stand mute, wait for more reading.
All right, thank you. Mr. Smith, your name for the record, please.
Rashad Devine Smith Senior, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. You're a senior? Does that show it on here? That only says Smith on here. Okay. All right, well, the court will wait the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And then I know you spoke to Mr. Goldpaw. Ms. Crenshaw, would you please grab Mr. Goldpaw from out there, please? Thank you. All right. And we will enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment.
Thank you.
Schedule this matter for pretrial.
June 3rd, 8:45.
June 3rd, 8:45 a.m. And Mr. Gopa. So we set the pretrial date for Mr. Smith for June 3rd.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No, that's okay. No, that's right. You were not in here. Mr. Holmberg stood in for that purpose, but as for bond, I will allow you to address bond counsel. Thank you, Mr. Holmberg.
I apologize. Can I just step back, Your Honor, and get my notes on him? There.
Okay, yes.
Hello, Mr. Smith.
All right, counsel, your appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, John Goldpaw, P 30758 on behalf of Mr. Smith. Your Honor, it's my understanding that the pretrial date has been set for June 3rd. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, Mr. Smith is 48 years old. He is gainfully employed, self-employed in the clothing wear business. He has some prior criminal conduct. He's on probation at this point in time. And also, he's been informed by his probation officer that there is an outstanding matter in, I believe it's Wyandotte, not Wyandotte, in Woodhaven, which he has to make contact with them by the 26th of this month to resolve that matter. I believe it's Woodhaven. Is that correct?
Sure is. 33rd District Court,
That's correct.
controlled substance use, another drug charge.
I understand, Your Honor. And we're asking for a bond, a personal bond in this particular matter, so we can resolve these matters. As I said, indicated, his probation officer is aware of the matter pending in the 33rd District Court. It says that he's gainfully employed, and we're asking for a personal bond or one that can be made with respect to this particular matter, so he can address these charges as well.
All right, Mr. Smith, what are you on probation for?
Well, it's for, it was really ethnic
No, sir,
intimidation.
sir, pause. Okay. Before you go further, I just would like to know which matters you pled guilty to. You don't have to go into a backstory or factual basis or anything of that nature. What matter did you plead guilty to, sir?
Intent to, I don't even know the charges. It's a hate crime. It was ethnic intimidation and I violated. And then when I got back on, I've been doing good with my probation ever since. She just violated me for missing a urine drop and I just went to court on Monday. They reinstated me. They told me that I have to take care of my Woodhaven ticket. And other than that, everything is good with my probation officer. She knows about the Woodhaven ticket. Everything's good. I've never missed a court date. I've always paid
Except
my
for
tickets.
33rd District Court.
What is that? Is that the Woodhaven?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that warrant just came up a couple weeks ago.
Sir, tell me about tell me about the matter pending. There's another matter, it looks like, pending in Lincoln Park for felony drugs from January of 26.
In Lincoln Park, felony drugs. That was a possession. It was a possession charge, and they added that to my probation, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so you pled guilty to that. Tell me about your felony drug charge out of Flat Rock, also in January of 26.
I don't have one.
So you have two pending matters that you're on probation for drugs.
Right.
You have another matter in Flat Rock that there's at least a request for a warrant. I don't know what point that is. Oh, you're with Mr. Coates. You and Mr. Coates were together?
Right. Yes, Your Honor. And they let me go. I didn't have anything. They said that they had found drugs in the car. They was gonna put it on me. I told them, I don't do drugs. I'm on probation. I drive.
No, hold on.
We're not talking about that. On this
Okay.
incident that you just got, you were standing before the court. You were with Mr. Coates. That's all the question.
I didn't hear it. Yes, sir, Your Honor, I was. Yes, ma'am.
Right. And sir, if you're to test right now, what's in your system?
Marijuana.
Do you have a valid prescription for marijuana, sir?
Not a valid prescription, but my PO does know that I smoke marijuana.
Okay, that's great. This court knows that you smoke marijuana, is not permitting you to do so. Because you don't have a medical need for it, sir, so that's considered a reason, it's considered something you don't need to do.
Okay.
You have a drug issue, sir, as evidenced by your multiple convictions for controlled substance charges. You're on probation for 2 of those, and now you're charged with possession again.
Your Honor, I'm almost positive that the Woodhaven is gonna be
Well,
thrown
don't
out.
worry about the Woodhaven. We're just discussing bond for this case. And you'll have to deal with the Woodhaven judge, the 33rd Circuit Court, by the 26th, as directed by your probation officer.
Well, also, your client can still zoom in with the 33rd District Court if he's in Wayne County Jail custody. So that doesn't, him being in custody doesn't prevent that from occurring. Based upon your client's current status of probation for possession charges out of 2 courts, this charge being a possession charge, the court is going to order a $1,000 cash bond with the following bond conditions. Sir, you are not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. That includes marijuana, sir. It includes marijuana. You're going to participate in random testing. So upon your release or posting of bond, you are to contact the 27th District Court Probation Department
Your Honor, can I
to set up
please
random
ask
testing.
you- Okay, can I please ask you to reconsider with a personal? I have never ran.
Sir,
I've
hold
always
on.
showed up at every court
Excuse
date.
me. Sir, just one moment. I did consider a personal bond upon your attorney's request.
Okay.
Given the fact that you are on probation out of 2 different courts for a possession of controlled substance charges. And
I'm
you
only
are
on
charged,
probation for 1.
excuse me, you are charged with another possession of controlled substance charge. That is how I made my ruling on your bond amount, counsel, sir. That is how this court came up with its bond amount and not granting you a personal bond.
Does not get her be.
That's for count A. $3,000 personal bond for count B. So I guess you get a personal bond on that count. But okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, we are on the record in the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Randy Wombles, 24796 and 26674.
Good, you're the honor.
Good morning, sir.
John Vogt, P 30758 on behalf of Mr. I'm sorry, Warbles on
Wombles.
Wombles on Local.
All right, Mr. Wombles, your name for the record, please.
My name is Randy Wambles.
Okay, and counsel, as to the arraignment.
Your Honor, as to 24796, you will stand mute to the charges, waive a forwarding of those charges, ask their bond, ask their plea if not guilty, be entered on this plea.
And as to the 26th,
As to the 26, you would also waive a forwarding charges, stand mute to the charges, ask their plea if not guilty.
the court will waive the formal reading on both cases. Enter pleas of not guilty for both matters. Schedule these matters for pretrial.
Third at 10:30.
June 3rd, 10:15 a.m. Counsel, as to bond.
Mr. Wombles is 55 years old. He does have prior criminal justice system. He's not on parole or probation at this time. He lives with his sister. He's employed as a handyman through services. And at this time, we're requesting for a personal bond or one more commensurate with the charges filed against him. He failed to appear, so there is at least previous information that he has failed to appear to a previous pretrial in the 24th.
In the what?
In the 24th case.
Oh, 24 case. I thought you were referencing the 24th district court.
No, I'm sorry, in the case 2479.
Okay. Mr. Wombles, why'd you blow us off on your 2024 matter and not show up to court?
Ma'am, I was homeless at the time. It was right after my mom died, and I just never made it back to the area. And I finally, my sister took me in and was helped me out and got me back on my feet here. And I lived like right down the road now, so, yeah, there was no going on. I just lost my way, I guess. And,
You what? Lost your way, you said?
that's yeah, I was homeless, so not in 2024 situation. Yeah.
All right. Well, you also have a warrant out of the 16th district court, also for drugs. That one's a felony. And that's Livonia, sir.
Mhm.
Does that ring a bell?
It does ring a bell. I thought I took care of that. I mean, I remember buying out $500 and then paying some for driving restitution fees on that. I was took care of.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Did I hear you say a few moments ago that you were homeless?
Yes,
I
I
was
was.
at that time, Your
Okay.
Honor. You asked him, why did you
I
blow us?
understand that. So, but here's my question, sir. Are you still residing at the home on Quarry?
Yes, I am. That's right.
Well, that seems to be the same address that we've had the whole time.
Yes, but I never went back. I ended up just wandering the streets for about a year, and then went back to my sister and nobody after my mom died. I disappeared. So,
All right. Well, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again. And so we are going to order the court's going to order the following bond based upon Mr. Womble's prior failure to appear in multiple courts, one of which is this court, one of which those charges are possession of controlled substance, which is the same, one of the same charges in this matter. And Mr. Wombles has a warrant out of 16th District Court for failing to appear on a felony drug charge. The court's going to order the following bond. Actually, so I'm going to ask one question. Well, there's going to be one question, then a follow-up question. If you were to test right now, sir, what is in your system?
I would have fentanyl in my system probably.
Okay. Are you interested in treatment, sir?
What?
Are you interested in treatment?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yes, I am, ma'am.
Great. The court's going to order a $10,000 personal bond in each matter. You are to be tethered to treatment through the Wayne County Jail. You're not to possess and consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed.
Okay.
And that's the same bond and conditions on the 24796.
Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome.
You missed your date and lost your way. Now you are standing here today. The tether rules were clearly set, but new mistakes you soon beget. The one